Alright guys, it's been over 24. I didn't kick that one off. That one just kind of came off when I was doing the tile. It just kind of popped up. So it's time to kick these off. I have stepped on it. It's been sitting for over 24, so cool. Whoops. I have to kick it away from the vent. That one didn't break right. The only flaw I saw was this tile. They're not level. So surprisingly enough, the very first tile I laid down did not go right. All the other tiles seem to be alright. I did get a bigger gap here. Not that bad, but it doesn't look too bad. Learned a lot. Yeah, learned a lot from putting this one on. I think I learned when I laid that one down, I didn't really mark where that one went. So I was kind of guessing on how far that needed to go over or how far it needed to go over this way, and then I was slightly off. My vent doesn't fit all the way on, it's kind of hitting here in the corner. So if you can see, I was just a little bit off, which is why I have that little bit of a larger gap there. But I don't think I did too terribly bad for the first time. I don't feel any of the tiles moving or anything like that. It actually feels very stable, pretty nice. So guess it's on to painting and completing this bathroom. We get to do the other bathroom. We can reuse all those orange caps, but yeah, I think that's the only tile that I saw that messed up. What do you think? What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Huh? What do you think? Huh? What do you think? And I think I did it a little bit too quick as well, because I wasn't sure how quick the mortar was going to dry. You know, since I'm an auto mechanic, I'm not too much of a body guy, but I'm pretty familiar with Hey, don't chew on that. But I'm pretty familiar with Bondo and things like that, and when you mix the hardener in there, you don't have very long before that stuff dries. So I was kind of thinking that the mortar might be the same way. It's not. So the next time I do it, I am definitely going to take my time. And I mixed way too much mortar for this. So with the other bathroom, I know how much I'm going to mix. The other thing that I did notice is I used a 1/4-inch trowel, and I think it was too small for these, or it was at least too thin, because when I set that tile down, I tried to stick one of these under there, and I actually had to pull the tile up a little bit just to get them under there. So I'm thinking if I step up a little bit bigger trowel, I think I'll be okay. And I'll be able to actually set the tile back down and then slide them underneath there, because the video that I saw, the guy was using a 1/2-inch trowel and laying the tile down. And when he was setting the tile down, he didn't have any of them sitting around it. Compared to the 1/4-inch I was using, I actually had to set them underneath the tile and then set it, and then hurry up and push them underneath to get them to kind of set. So I'm thinking I should step up the thickness on the trowel. I don't know whether or not I need to go exactly a 1/2 inch. But I think there's a 5/16 trowel, so maybe I'll step up to that size and see how it goes. I am not sure, but I do have to get rid of some of the mortar that's actually in between the tiles. But as far as the rigid system goes, I think it actually worked out pretty well. The tiles do seem to be pretty flush with each other, and I didn't really have any problem putting them on, other than the fact that I think I went a little bit too thin on the trowel with the 1/4-inch. So that's my review. I mean, the guy did it with the 1/2 inch. I did it with the 1/4. I think the 1/4 is a little bit too small for those. You know, unless it wasn't high enough when I was troweling, or I don't know, but it did seem like it was a little bit too thin. So I may step up on the other bathroom and then try it again, see how that goes. You know, maybe I'll buy a 5/16 trowel and a 1/2-inch trowel, do one with the 5/16, set it in, and see if I can get those underneath. If I can get those underneath, great. If I can't, then I'll just grab the 1/2-inch and that should work. But I think I did a pretty decent job for the first time ever laying tile down, but let's see how long it lasts. I guess that's the major thing, to see how long it lasts. But alright guys, not going too bad. Alright, take it easy. Peace.